G'day everyone, welcome to the first If I Were a segment where we talk to you about what we would do if we were marketing your business during the current times and preparing it for the other side of what we're all experiencing at the moment. So the first industry we're going to cover is the one that's been hardest hit by the current pandemic, which is the restaurant and bar industry. So very early on in all of this craziness, they were closed down to limit the spread of coronavirus. And as a result of which, a lot of them have had to really quickly adapt to delivery services where they may not have been offering delivery services or certainly offering takeaway in a restricted format, and that's severely impacted on their business. Obviously, a lot of them rely on dine-in customers. So the question is, how would we market a business if we were a restaurateur? Well, first and foremost, you would need to be on the relevant social media platforms. So Facebook, certainly still the king of the social media platforms from a branding and advertising perspective, along with Instagram, particularly as we eat with our eyes, Instagram being the best visual platform. We would encourage you to have an Instagram account as well. What would we do on those accounts? Well, obviously, you've got to produce content. And the number one thing that a lot of people think is that if they produce a large volume of content and post that content on their page, that people will get sick and tired of seeing what they are posting. It could not be further from the truth. I'll give you an example. So you post a picture of you and your friends on a night out, and without tagging your friend in that photo, you assume because they're your friend on Facebook that they have seen that picture. When you catch up with them, they haven't, and there is a reason for it, because Facebook physically does not show everything that you post to everyone that you are connected to on Facebook. Facebook only shows the content to people that it thinks will be interested in it. So if you produce 5 or 6 different posts on your Facebook page or Instagram every day, and you post them across the day, the likelihood is that your audience may only see 1 or at most 2 of those pieces of content, unless they're highly engaged in what you're doing, so liking and commenting on just about everything that you do. If they do that, that's when Facebook would show them everything, because they would say, well, this person loves this content, loves interacting with this business or person, and shows them all of the content or brings that content up more frequently in their feed. The number one tip that we could give you is to post and post frequently. So we aim for 5 to 6 posts per day per platform where that is possible. Now you will say that's a lot of content to produce, and yes, it is. We're not suggesting that you will manufacture 6 different pieces of content yourself every day. The content can come from a number of different sources. First and foremost, a strategy around creating your own content. We build a content bank on all of our customers' pages. So we have at any given time 20 or 30 potential pieces of content that we can post in an instant on their page to keep the momentum of posting going. What that entails is spending maybe half an hour to an hour, 1 day a week, of finding images or getting images that you've taken and putting appropriate copy with them as a saved draft on the Facebook page that you are posting for. You can't do this on every platform, but you certainly can on Facebook, and you can share posts to Instagram, albeit it's not a great strategy. If you're struggling for time, it's something that you can do at the time when you post them. What you need to do is to go around your day, and you might start your day out with a coffee, take a photo. Everyone's got one of these, and this is your best tool to enable you to create content. Take photos throughout your day of what you're doing, even short videos, and then at the end of the day, sit down and audit them and work them into usable content that you can save on your Facebook page. So let's say you want to start doing this as a strategy. Give yourself a week in advance to build up a bank of content, and then when you continually start producing this content, you'll always have that bank there to rely on if you're short on time. It does bring me to one other very quick important tip, which is to not use scheduling tools to post on Facebook. There are a lot of companies that make a lot of money out of telling you that you need to schedule your posts and that's the best way to do it. It's not. It's the laziest way to do it. And since when has anything that has provided you with a good result been achieved through laziness? Never. What you need to do is to have these draft posts so you are able to post content quickly. The platforms reward people for using them. They want people on the platforms looking at what's going on, because at the end of the day, the platform's main drive is to attract attention, your eyeballs, your customers' eyeballs. if you're using a post scheduler to post your content on your page, they know you're not there. So they know you're not going to provide an engaging experience where you might interact with your customers or with potential customers. You're literally posting for the sake of posting. It's not that it's not worth doing, but you get a far better result with your organic reach, which is difficult to get now, by posting on the platform yourself. Save the content bank and you'll be able to do it within 3 to 5 seconds of getting onto your page, and the job's done. So when you've got only a minute to post a piece at 12 o'clock, the piece is there ready for you to do it, and you get better organic reach. So once you've got your content bank built up, the second way you can get more content to share on your page is literally by doing that, sharing content that you've found that's relevant to your business from other people's pages. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing that provided that it is relevant. That's the key. Let's say that in your club sandwich that you make, you use cheese that you've sourced from the Yarra Valley in Victoria. That business will probably have a Facebook page or have a website or may have a blog or some other form of social media that you can share onto your page. And you could say simply, this is the cheese we use in our awesome club sandwich. Have a look at these guys. Or here's an article written by them on the difference between 3 different types of cheeses. Your audience will find that relatable, provided that you tie it back into your business with the, we use this cheese, this is who we recommend, this is who we buy from, and it will create engagement just on the basis that people find your club sandwich great, or that the produce that you use is interesting to them because they like to eat at your restaurant. The number one thing that people do, in my opinion, when they go to a restaurant is the oratory experience that they have at the restaurant is just as important as what they actually end up eating. By oratory experience, I mean when I'm looking at a menu, I am always plate surfing. So I'm looking around at what other people have ordered, at what it looks like, I'm taking in the smell, and I'm trying to get an idea of what I might want to order from the menu. We've all been to a restaurant before where the menu has 978 options on it and you're absolutely overwhelmed by what it is that you're going to pick. So you have a look around and you end up deciding, oh, what's that over there? That looks great. I think I might have that. So given that that experience is removed from people because they can't be at your restaurant or your cafe, you need to try and replicate that experience as best you can. The way to do that is to show them your food. So rather than having people looking at a static menu on your website or on Facebook, you should show them your menu. And by show them, I mean make the top 10 selling items or the 10 things that you can actually produce and sell as a takeaway item, and make it and show it. So show them the process of start to finish. So film it if you've got someone who can help you film it, take photos of it, and post them on your page. Obviously make sure that the description is appropriate. So this is item number blah, blah, blah from our menu. And you can order this through Deliveroo or Uber Eats or whoever it might be from 11 o'clock to whatever, and the appropriate details thereafter. What you're going to then provide to someone is visual experience of eating your menu. And as we all know, you eat with your eyes. So record it, post it, and then also be thoughtful about when you post it. So once you've got these top 10 items recorded, you want to make sure that you're posting them on your page around the times when people are looking, and also around the times when people are thinking about what they're going to prepare for lunch or for dinner. So let's say morning tea break is a busy time for people on Facebook, when people take their break, make their coffee, have smoko as we call it. What you would want to be doing is posting those pictures at that time. So when they're perhaps considering what they're going to have for lunch, they will see your content and may decide to order it. The same with dinner. So mid-afternoon, early evening, people are trying to decide what they're doing for dinner. So it would be a great time for you to post pieces demonstrating or showing your food to try and attract interest in people thinking that they might want to have that for dinner. Really important to let them know, as I've said before, how they can access your food as well. So which delivery services you use if you use one, and the process to go through in ordering or obtaining that food. Last but not least, be authentic and let people into your business. So show people around your restaurant, your kitchen, show them what you use, why you use it, any tips and tricks that you might be able to provide them with to help them at home. And the reason for this is not so they don't buy from you, it's so that they end up building a rapport or a relationship with you, and they get to know the real you or the real person behind the business. type of emotional attachment to a business does help drive people to purchase from you. Don't push sales content on people, particularly at the moment. They will not be interested in it. They're normally not interested in it anyway, in my opinion, but certainly don't do it now. Right now, it's all about getting an emotional attachment or engagement with your audience, and doing that, you will come out of this with a stronger business. Because if you can grow your audience now, when people can access your business easier, you will certainly come out of this with a stronger brand. So as we mentioned before, this is something that we're going to keep doing weekly, and we're just trying to help people who might be stuck with what to do with their marketing in these times to develop their business and come out of this with a stronger brand as a consequence. So if you're a little stuck with what to do, or you'd like us to focus on a particular industry or business, then you can email me, Stuart, and that's Stuart at fergusongroupmedia.com, or drop a comment in this video, and I'm more than happy to investigate your industry and give you our advice on how we would market your business in this time.